Hello guys, Karmicus Official here, and as you can see, I am using OBS again. I do not use OBS that often anymore. Whenever I'm recording something related to versus Tailsonic, I normally use Gamebar, and well, this is versus Tailsonic related because I want to go over some stuff about version 3's Tailsonic demo. I just released an update. Contains some information about that on the mod's official Gamebanana page. So, yeah, I'm going to use OBS to record just because I want to show off some files that may or may not also be in version 3's Tailsonic demo for versus Tailsonic. So first of all, uh, yeah, we have OBS here. And then we have this thing, which is, if you don't know what this is the source code build for versus Tailsonic version 3. As you can see, we're in the mods folder right now. Just ignore this Rose Remix Better folder and Week 6 CMO Edition. This is a Week 6 CMO Edition is a separate mod that I have been working on and is nearly finished, actually. Anyway, what we mainly want to go to here is mods. So let's see, it's in songs and data. So let's see, let's go to songs first. And yeah, these are all of the tracks for versus Tailsonic from like versions 1, 2, and upcoming version 3. And if you go down, you'll see like all these tracks, but then you'll see this one, which was just modified 2 days ago. This track is called Progression. If you haven't seen the music showcase for this track on the previously latest video on my channel. Anyway, so yeah, this is it's an original Tailsonic and BF versus Tailsonic track specifically for version 3. And if you're wondering why this track is so important, it's because, and I mentioned this on Gamebanana I think a little while ago, this track is actually going to be replacing Released, which as you can see, Release is down here, Progression is up here. The main reason for this is because of, like, when I made the storyline for Versus Tailsonic version 3, I also put down the song layouts and what exactly the songs mean in that document. And one of the things for Released, it said like what it was based on was supposed to be the time frame that Tailsonic the Fox was released in. So, and yeah, that's exactly what it's called released because the main game, or Project's main game, Tailsonic the Fox, is supposed to be released. But as of right now, and this is the first time I'm going to be announcing this publicly on any of my socials, Tailsonic the Fox is being delayed because, as you can see, it's March 21st right now of 2024. So, like, because there's like 4 days left until the 25th. And the main reason why I'm not going to release it then, well, not fully, is because I haven't really been working on it too much, and I sent a build out to my friend Jason to program, and I haven't gotten anything back yet. There's a scratch build I still have to work on, which I already mentioned all this on my other like every single of my socials. But now it's official. The game is officially delayed. I don't have a planned delay release date for it yet, but I'll let you guys know if I do have one. Anyway, so yeah, this being said, this makes release a little bit irrelevant. Either that or versus Tailsonic version 3 would have to be delayed as well. So what I decided to do is, like, release is still in the mod, as you can see here. It will still be in the mod. However, progression will be taking its role, and that's because of the reason I just mentioned about the release date for Tailsonic the Fox and the release date for versus Tailsonic version 3. So, yeah. That's the main thing about progression. And And let's see here. Is there anything else interesting I can show off? Oh, there is one thing that I can quickly mention. Versus Tailsonic version 3's Tailsonic demo, I was originally intending to include like dialogue for or music for the dialogue like I did all the way back in version 1. But I tried putting everything in the music folder, like as you could see this one. And the music did not work properly, even when I modified the scripts from 0.4.2. Like, that those scripts that were from Versus Mario Ultra booted that had all the dialogue and stuff in them. That's how the dialogue will be working for version 3's Tailsonic demo. But I think the code for the music or something, or the code for the music must be what's the word for it? I can't think of it. Oh, outdated. Yeah, outdated. So, yeah, that's that. And then, oh, here's another folder I wanted to mention. This folder is called Based Thingies, and this is supposed to be for like charts that haven't been released in the mod yet, and dialogue for version 3, or dialogue that hasn't been finished yet or is finished. So if we go into here, we have 3 folders. We have Data Nice Guy, which is the dialogue. We have Data Released, which is also a dialogue. And we have Data Progression, which in the progression folder, unlike the Nice Guy in the released folder, this one has the chart instead of the dialogue. So, yeah. And let's see, what else? Oh, I guess I could also show off the chart for progression, because I have that down already. So let's open up version 3 here. Want to show off the score yet, even though it is sort of working now, or only for Tailsonic's new version. So I'll finish up the demo. Oh yeah. So, the reason why, like, some of my the reason the keyboard, there's something like that on the computer that I use, likes to have delay on like every single key. So that is why what just happened, like it kept on pushing down the replay menu. That's because of that. But anyway, so here is progression. And as you can see, it is only playable on normal, because I have not made a card chart for it yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to put this on bot play, just because of the aforementioned reason. So here is the official chart. If it doesn't crash. I'm not going to talk over this, so. As long as it works.
3, 2, 1, go!
dialogue. Here's a very funny thing. When I record with OBS, the audio is phenomenal, but the picture and the picture of the game art. And also there is week is it? But the thing is, the dialogue, the end dialogue for special isn't finished yet, so that's why the Tailsonic is only including Tailsonic. Even though Seamless has 3 tracks, and Tailsonic has 3 tracks. But yeah, there's 2 more things I could quickly show off. But yeah, I'll show them up pretty quickly, so we won't be needing this to be open anymore. Okay, so and these things probably have already been mentioned on Gamebanana itself, like on the Gamebanana page for versus Tailsonic. The latest update I just released like a few minutes ago, well, probably quite a little while ago. So if we go to mods, images, dialogue. As you can see, we've got Tailsonic's old files. These are all his old files, and these are all of his new files. So first of all, like, we're going to quickly compare these to, like, the .json files. So as you can see, first of all, even with the file name, the new one has, like, underscore version 3 at the end. And yeah, so as you can see here, in the old one, all the offsets are mostly different. However, if you take a look in the new one, the offsets are literally the exact same. They're all negative 20. They're all negative 212, negative 28. This is because of the positions that Tailsonic was in version 1 for the dialogue. I mean, it wasn't a big deal to me at the moment when I was making it, but now it did become a big deal and I decided to take care of it. So yeah, there's that. And then we have his... Yeah, this is his old image file. As you can see, he's got his 6 expressions. This one is mostly unused though. This one is his, well, in version 1 it was labeled as his shocked expression, but this is actually, if you look close enough, if you've seen the official sprites for Tailsonic, for the Tailsonic the Fox game, you will notice that this one is the angry sprite. Now if we look in the version 3 file, oh shoot. This one's got a lot more empty space because I originally wanted to include like more sprites with him like with his mouth open, but that would take a little bit to make, so I just decided to keep everything just like 1 sprite per animation, and you'll see that very shortly in the XML. But here, I think I have a better way of doing this. Let's open this up in paint.net so you can get a better look at this. You guys can get a better look at this. Okay, here we are. So now you can see everything more clearly. So as you can see, we still got this is his confused, his upset, talk, distracted, and then the neutral, I briefly want to mention this. For the neutral, portrait now, Tailsonic actually has a mouth here. He did not have a mouth in the version 1 version of the neutral sprite. And as you can see, this one is still labeled shocked. Oh, whoa! Somehow that happened, but anyway, yeah, that's that. There's his, yeah. Before this used to be the angry sprite, but now I finally made it the actual shocked expression. And then the introductory of the annoyed um the annoyed portrait, which is actually used at the moment. It is being used in version 3. And now, one final thing I can mention is the XMLs. So let's take a look at that. So let's open Tailsonic's old XML. Once I open this, you guys will see something very different from the old XML that just went by on your screen. So first of all, we have, like, this is the, and of course it's got this TS dialog here. I still don't know why that is, but for some reason it still worked. And as you can see, all of these have frame heights, and of course you've got a lot of different coordinates on them that they do now. And yeah, they also have a lot more sprite or parts of the animation that are supposed to be used, but Tailsonic only has one sprite per animation, so he doesn't really need this many. And that's exactly what I did for the new one, because almost as like a last minute thing, I chopped out some of the extra bits for each of the um, animations. So now he's only got 2 for the loop and 1 for the idle. And when I was doing this, I accidentally cut out some of the idle, so I had to fix that. And also, as you can see, there is no frame coordinates. And then there is also the coordinates look really different here. And the main reason why they look really different is because, like, when I was doing the version 1 portraits, I just tried to get them closely to, like, the right spot as possible without them actually being, like, right at the sprite. However, for version 3, I decided to, like, because that's how I got the letters that are used in the dialogue for version 3. All the characters and stuff, the letter characters, or the symbols. The symbols are, like, I basically took, like, 1 pixel coordinate away from, like, being on, like, the actual sprite, and then I just put that coordinate into here for, like, the x and the y, and then, of course, I did the math for the width and height, but I did that for Tailsonic's sprites here as well, so that's why these look a lot different. So yeah, it's basically that for the, oh yeah, and also, yeah, there's the new annoyed thing in there. Anyway, yeah, that's that. And let's see, is there anything else interesting that I can show off? Oh, there was a crash here. I don't know how that happened. What else can we look at here? You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up version 3 again just to give you guys like a taste of what like the new dialogue stuff looks like. I'm still the actual dialogue until like it actually releases so I can try like a playthrough of the Tailsonic demo. Oh, see, this is the wrong BF. This is the BF in Week 6 CMO edition. So dialogue editor. Alright, here we are. So right off the bat, you can see two new things. You can see the new dialogue box here, and you can also see the new letters. And as you can see, they're kind of chopped here. And this wasn't on the lowercase y as previously mentioned on Gamebanana, but it did this on multiple letters. It did this on the lowercase g. It did this on the lowercase p and q. And I still have not fixed the lowercase j yet, and I actually can't, because if I try to chop off part of the height, it's going to end up looking like the lowercase I. So, like, just allow me to demonstrate. Like, when I put the word, like, just in here, right? You can clearly see, besides this extra pixel that's somehow here, that the J is, like, well, the top part is, like, way too high up. So, and if you compare this to, like, the I, which is also missing part of the end, you can still very clearly see that these are exactly the same, like, except for, like, the bottom part, like, so you just look at that. They're almost exactly the same. Well, they will be nearly even more exactly the same if I were to chop down, like, this part of the letter J. But anyway, so now let's take a look at Tailsonic's new sprites in action. So let's see. Character, Tailsonic, and that looks the old file, and then we're gonna put in V3. And here's his talk. Oh, what'd I do? Oh. Oh, yeah, there's only one line. Yeah, I did, like, for all of the version 3 dialogue, I actually used the dialogue editor to make the dialogue. For versions 1 and 2, I just did that in the files. So, yeah, here are his animations. We got the shocked, we got the upset, we got the confused, we got the distracted, the neutral, and the annoyed. The talk one, when I was finishing up the portraits, I had a little bit of trouble, and I didn't realize why until I looked at the offsets in the .json file, which were still not set properly or set to the right value. So I fixed that. So yeah, like, let's just make him say something here, like, hey, yo. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't move, which is kind of interesting because in, like, versions 1 and 2, he did move around because of some extra coordinates and all that, but so yeah, now he doesn't move when he talks, which is kind of, so it's basically like if BF was talking here, he'd basically just be talking to, like, a, like, literally just like an image of Tailsonic here. And I don't think necessarily matters for the other expressions, because they basically don't even have, like, any other sprites attached to their animations. So yeah. So if you want to see the whole entire alphabet of this so far, I do actually have, like, as I mentioned, I have all this done. So E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And as you can clearly see at the moment, none of these letters shake at all. Again, that's because of the new coordinates. But, well, first of all, the C, G, and the Q have a little bit of some extra height to them and some of that stuff. But that's not really that big of a deal because it still mostly looked fine when I tested out some of the new dialogue, which you guys will eventually be seeing like 4 days from now when, because this demo will actually release on the day that Tailsonic the Fox's playable build was supposed to release. So, for those who do not know this, versus Tailsonic is not supposed to be Tailsonic's debut. This is just like a precursor to Tailsonic the Fox. So this is versus Tailsonic is officially canon to the Tailsonic the Fox universe. So yeah, this includes version 1 where I first met him, and well, version 1 where Tailsonic first met BF, and version 3 where he meets him for the second time. So yeah, anyway, the rest of the alphabet, and also as you can see, it goes off a little bit, which I still have to fix that. Oh, what if I? Yeah, it doesn't do that unless you put a space. Okay. And just for clarification, the dialogue does still have like the letters that have little height issues. So if you have trouble reading the dialogue, that's probably because like the letters like the P, Q, the G, and the Y and stuff all have these really weird coordinates. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. So once I get and then after that, I'll just leave them alone until like the 24th or whatever. Heck, I might back release a full preview of the Tales where you guys will get to see the new dialogue. So yeah, I will see you then. Yeah. Bye.